All right, y'all, let's take two, because clearly when you make a decision on something, sometimes there's a blockage, there's an obstacle that always gets in the way, and so my internet was not working in that spot. But basically what I was saying is that for a very long time, as a perfectionist and overthinker, I've always tried to do things the right way, the perfect way, and it's often held me back and slowed me down. I've been able to accomplish a lot of things in my life, but reality is, when it comes to my business specifically, I haven't been able to thrive in the way that I've wanted to, because I felt like I haven't had the blueprint, or people that do things the way that I do them, or the way that I want to do them, or I think that they should be done, or I'm not doing them the way other people are doing them. So I assumed that I was doing them incorrectly. But I'm no longer living in that space. I can't live in that space anymore. I want my business to thrive. And here's the thing. I want to work I want to help athletes ages 8th grade and up, female athletes specifically, who aspire to play in college, but also who are already in college. I want them to own their power in the world. I want them to be the best versions of themselves possible. I want them to be complete people and athletes. And so the 360 athlete basically speaks to this idea that we want our athletes to be human beings, to be students, and then to be competitors in that particular order. And so for me, that is a passion of mine. How I do that, I want to work with their parents to help them navigate that process. I want to work with their coaches to help them navigate that process. I want to work with teams, because once we get them in teams, I want them not to go at the sake of themselves for the team, but I want them to be their best selves for the sake of their team. So for me, it's a holistic picture that I'm going to be going after. And I don't want to confuse anyone that's currently on my current Facebook page. So here's what I'm going to do. I have a parent group. It's called the 360 Athlete. It's specifically for parents, where I give you game. I work with you specifically on how to help your athlete get recruited, stand out, but really be confident as human beings and as women in the world. And I think also to help them navigate conflict. Now, I would love to work with all female athletes, but I really want to help also the African-American female athlete. And I think it's been a point where it's been too often where, as a Black community, we kind of let things kind of slip under the rug. We assume that things are going to be okay, and it's not. It's really hard to be an African-American person in this world, let alone to be an athlete in this world. And so at this point, I'm convicting my Black and brown parents to stop letting your athletes struggle in their game, struggle in their environments where they are one of the only people, only to be kind of pushed to the side, or feel like they have to be pushed to the side because they don't want to be disruptive or have an attitude or struggle and feel like they are helpless because they can't ask for help. We can't do that to them anymore. So I want to help African-American athletes. I want to help athletes in general. I want to speak to parents. I want to speak to coaches. I want to speak to teams. All right. So I want to do all those things because I believe that it's a holistic picture, but it all starts with her. And so my branding from the very beginning stated that her is my thing. It's my jam, and her is the female athlete. So whatever it looks like to empower that female athlete, I want to make sure that I cover that surrounding area of those people. So I wanted to stop real quick because I thank you to Lucinda, one of my accountability partners, for allowing me to realize that my limiting belief of feeling like I have to be perfect in order for people to find me is a non-reality. And at this point now, I have to be myself, and I have to let my light shine, and the people who are meant for me will be for me. And that's how I'm going to leave this live. And I hope that as I do that other athletes feel like they can do the same thing. Let your light shine, and your people will find you. That's in the recruiting process. That's in life. That's in relationships. That's in everything. Let your light shine. You don't have to have this or that in order to get the thing. It's not an in order to. It's because of. So I'm going to leave you guys with that today. Thank you for listening. Those who listen. If not, again, if you want to help the female athlete and you are a parent or a coach, I have a parent group, the 360 Athlete, specifically for parents, where we're going to go live actually tonight in the group, where I'm going to give them a little bit of game. I also have a coaches platform. It's the 360 Coach, which also then I give game to coaches, travel ball coaches, college coaches. It doesn't freaking matter. You guys have a role to play as coaches, to impact these female athletes in the most positive way. And unfortunately, we have our own shit that we deal with that allows us not to be able to do that in the best ways. And I think even in some instances, we're just changing in generations and cultures. So allow people to help you figure out how to be better for yourself, for your athletes, for your team, and for your family. So again, I have that group as well. athletes specifically. I'm on TikTok a little bit more, and I'm kind of putting more hitting videos on there, but then also giving you little quotes that tells you, dear competitors, you are more than your sport, but you are a badass. Live in your badassness. And so that's where I'm going to be. I just kind of want to put that out there. I had to like proclaim that today because I've been kind of living in this sort of loom and gloom for a very long time with how to do it the right way, but my way is the right way, and I'm gonna let my light shine. And if anyone wants to join the journey, join the journey. If not, it's all good. I still love y'all, still appreciate y'all. Keep following, keep liking. All right, y'all, peace.